Thank you for doing this for me. I know that you had to take time out of your day. So when we were talking at the meeting, the last time we met, we were talking about the new benchmark program. And we were talking about the fact that a lot of vocabulary is missing from the spelling program, from the word study. And we were trying to figure out ways that we could add that, especially because we don't have enough time in the day to explicitly teach it like we should, and how they want us to. So we need to figure out other ways. So one of the ways we could do it, you could do this whole group, or you could do it in small groups during your guided reading practice. This is called, and I'll give you the papers for it, this is called systematic feature analysis. And it's a way to categorize words. So I did, for third grade, what I worked on in small group was how to take compound words, because a lot of those words are so big that they're having a difficult time figuring out the meaning for them. So there's a program on here called Poplet. And what it is that you can make webs, which is really neat. And we have these on all the iPads, so if you were to do it in small groups, it would be perfect, or you could even partner 2 kids up, because we have the 10 iPads. And first you're gonna come up yourself, you're gonna come up with a list of words that go along with whatever you're looking at. So for example, if in your mind you wanna teach the kids lighthouse, well then you're gonna come up with a bunch of words that stand for light. Now, and then you're gonna come up with a bunch of words that stand for house. After that, what you can do is talk to the kids. Well, what do these all have in common? And have them come up with your base words. So you'd come up with light and house. And they can take those and they can also manipulate them and put them into the categories themselves. So you could even mix them all up and have them categorize them, and then come up with, well, almost like a main idea, like what do these all have in common, and that would be your category name. And then you can take it and show them that together it makes lighthouse. So this is especially helpful for your ELL kids, because you can put in the pictures. Now when you're starting this is going to be a lot of you doing it, but then the kids can do it on their own, even in stations.
So they can also do it in reverse.
Yes.
Take it,
Yes.
break it apart.
Exactly. And you can even do this with some of the spelling words like can't, any of the contraction words.
Oh yeah,
You can do it.
Just split them up.
Exactly. If you're, during the science unit or social studies unit, you can do the same thing. And one of the things they talked about that I found was geography, and then coming up with lists of landforms and then water forms, and deciding what the difference is and how they're categorized, especially for those unfamiliar words that they might not know. So this is really helpful with the science and social studies too. But this is nice because you can put it into a station once they know how to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you play just a little bit.
Sure.
So on the iPads, you're going to look for Poplet. Let's cancel this one because it's a brand new one. You want to do your own. So click on it, and yeah. And then you can double click to make your own Poplet, and you can click inside.
Okay, type.
And you can type your word or whatever you're looking for.
So you want us to type in
So
a
let's
compound word?
do another compound word, which I have some. And we could even do, especially once you've done even like lighthouse, you can do some of the other ones that go along with that. So you can do clubhouse, because they might not know
Yeah.
what a clubhouse is. So why don't we try to do clubhouse? Okay. From there, you can add pictures. So the little mountain, and it says you can open the library. The problem is we don't have any of those pictures in there, which is what's really good for the kids. Because if you go into your Explorer or Safari, you can plug in a word. So you can I would put Clubhouse, right? We can start with that. And then you're gonna hit images. And the kids can actually look for the pictures themselves. And once you click on them, whatever one you want, you can hold down for it and save image. So like I said, this is really good for your ELL or for your special ed kids. Oh, it's gonna be, so now if you go back to the Poplet, so you can actually double click like that, go back in it. And say okay.
Open library?
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
And then just say done, and it puts it right in, and you can make it bigger. Oh, click on it, and make it bigger right there. Nope, just like that.
Oh.
And you can even change the colors and stuff. The kids like to do that when you play around with the buttons. Now, to make a new Poplet, you're gonna just pull the little string, and it's gonna do another one for you.
This is so cool. Okay.
And then you can keep adding to your semantic web, your map. It's also good, you can use it for compare and contrast the different words. Because you can actually make two Poplets side by side and look at the differences and the similarities.
Cool. So now we're trying to get ideas for house, right? We want something else for house.
Right, so you could do this together and just kind of do it this way, or you could come up with all the words by yourselves and have them categorized. But between the picture and the words, it's helping with the vocabulary.
Club. Let's find a club.
You might have to go into your and you know what? The other thing, you can also look. You can also have them go
But you don't want to
online.
use the word club, right? You want
Oh,
to
yeah,
use a
that's
different
true.
word.
You
so
can also go
like
in.
a bat.
Yep, you
would
can
be
go
something else.
into. You can have them brainstorm together with you, or you can, if this is a station, they can go into the Safari and look for synonyms.
Right.
So
Could
again,
we type
building
that in?
on that vocabulary. It's going to make it a little bit more real.
What, I was so bat, club, bat, right? Just bat, the club.
Oh, that it could be. The other thing afterwards.
Everything is club like a group? Or
Yeah.
group?
Yeah, that's what I was
Group.
thinking.
Okay.
The other thing after the fact is once they have that, is being able to go into the text, and now they're going to know the meaning of it and be able to explain it, and you can put questions around that to tie it all together. So,
Really like this.
I do too.
is there anything else that you think you would need that would help with the stations for the vocabulary? And this can only take 10 minutes, to begin with, and then you go on with your lesson. But if there's anything else that you have questions about or you need from me, can you see using this any other ways?
Yes, actually, I could see using it for word families or vowel families. something like that.
Yes, which is
Vowel,
one of the
right.
things that we're doing with the spelling too.
Right.
Well, thank you very much. I am going to have you do a little PD, evaluation form though. So, thank you.
Okay.